Welcome back, guys. Y'all remember the Chrysler Town and Country with the 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 Cannonball parts change minivan where they have replaced everything known to man on this car, and I showed y'all earlier what a problem was that causing the open circuit and the injector harness. Well, guys, we had a dilemma. Okay, we cannot under any circumstances get this harness, guys. It has been discontinued. All right, nobody makes it. They're having a hard time finding even one from an aftermarket standpoint, like Napa, AutoZone, things like that. It's like they done gave up on the van. This year model van, I guess car makers have parts wise, but this is all. You know what I'm saying? The job is sold. I convinced them that, yeah, we can fix it for a certain amount of money. So they approve. They give me the go-ahead. I said, go for it. Okay, only one problem. I don't have any parts. Now, let me say this. I did go pay my favorite spot a visit. Yeah, look at all them gremlins down there. Pull apart. Everybody done yanked up the plenum and took this stuff off, so there's no minivans out there with this harness, guys. Now, y'all know me. I'm all about trying to make the customer happy and make the money. So here's one of my dilemmas. Y'all hear me out for a second. I could do this. Now, y'all recognize this red van right here, right? This is my van that I was renting to a customer, my friend. All right, she no longer renting it. I have it back. I don't need it. I got like 3 cars I drive. Now, I've had this same problem, guys. This is what really lured me to the area. This happened on this vehicle. I went and got me a harness and put it on here for that problem. Okay, so one or two things. Simple. They can have my harness. I can take their harness. Over time, fix it, because I can park this van for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, however long I need to. So now, also mind you, it's not that the harness, there's some high resistance and gremlins inside the harness, so they really need to be cleaned up and the bad wires cut out and put in new wires. So I can take my harness out real easy, just lift up the intake, give it to that car, proceed with the repair, make the customer happy. I'm happy. I got paid. Everybody. The goal is to fix the car and make the customer happy so they can get emission. They're trying to get emission. They can't pass emission because EGR codes and stuff keep setting. Or I can do this. I could simply cut out, like, part of this connector is still intact, right? So I can chop this connector in half. Pull the wires out of the back, I don't know, the last 4, pull it out right here. The same go for the internal, for the female end. Right, just cut out the bad section and overlay wiring to this side of the harness, and that'll close off my circuit. So I haven't decided which one I'm gonna do yet, guys, but in the meantime, let me get this plenum off, and I'll just make a decision as I go. I don't know. Let me get this plenum off and get this harness off and see how bad it look. I might just come out of here going into a whole nother connector, because there needs to be a break in the system. Like, I don't want a hardwire straight from here to there. So that will cut off all elimination of disconnecting this, which is what it was designed to be anyway. However, if I splice from here to here, I just need to have a small connector that I can open and close. Connections. Okay. So yeah, I still need to, I mean, much money they just spent. I got to make something happen. All right. And I'm going to, but my end goal is the car be fixed. I want to make sure the car is fixed, going to pass emission, and everybody's happy. So let me get this intake plenum off, and I just play it step by step, man. We'll see what happens, man. Y'all stay tuned. Ooh, righty, guys. I'm out of options. Okay. Plan B or C. Not feasible. Okay, as far as the harness off the red van, that's a different year. Part numbers not match, so that means something is not the same. So that plan is not going to work. So I'm totally out of options. So what I went and did was explain to the customer what I'm about to do. Remember, guys, there's nothing wrong with the connection on the brown end, on the brown terminal. It's the black one. So what I'm gonna do is just, this is a 8-pin, look like Look like these 4 on this end is okay. So I'm gonna pull all 4 out of this side. I have no choice, guys. I'm just gonna hardwire them to the back over here. So I'm just gonna run overlay wires from here to here and open up that circuit in there, guys. I hate doing this, but like I say, I explained to the customer what I had no choice but to do. Can't get the harness, and I was real willing to give them mine. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just what I just said. Okay, so let me grab a razor blade, cut back here, and just start running one at a time, guys. I have no choice. This is totally reckless way to do this, but they really want their van. They want to be able to pass emission, and that's the only way I'm gonna cure this open circuit. Okay, remember they replaced everything, so when I gave them the option, they was not okay with it. But I just wish I can do this, but run it into a connector where you can unplug it. You see what I'm saying? So, but I don't have that option because I found this old injector harness here, but like I only need 4. This one has 3, so I could have used but I have nothing to a female. I need a female and a male end. Yeah, so it is what it is, guys. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Make it work, make it do what it do. Alright, so let me get to work. I guess I'll see y'all at the end. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Once again, let me explain to you I'm out of options. Okay, guys, this may very well appear reckless as hell. Okay, I am aware of that, and to criticize it that I get from this, I'm aware there will be some criticizing. I have no problem with that, especially seeing that I got the okay from the customer. All right, what am I doing? Yes, I have no other choice but to just eliminate the connector altogether, guys. All right, so all I'm about to do is overlay jumper wiring from this end to this end. Okay, eliminating the connector. Now I have bunch of wire here. I'm just gonna tie in such all 8 wires, guys. Yes, I will be using solder, my heat gun, and heat shrink tube. Okay, so I will make sure moisture will have a hard time getting in the new setup. All right, so let me get to work, guys. I got work to do. All right, stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, here we are. I'm down to 1 more wire, guys. Wanted to make this a little special. Okay, and y'all can see what I did, guys. Remember, I do not condone this. I'm only doing this because I have no other option. All I'm doing is totally eliminating the connector simply because this wiring harness, this injector wiring harness, this is the complete harness, right? It goes to all the injectors and the EGR and all of that. You can't buy it. You can't purchase it anymore. The parts department I use have no way to get me one, so I was left with this option. Just totally get rid of the connector in question and just hardwire from one end to the next. So I'm technically down to 1 last wire. I'm just going to join those 2 together, and that should wrap this up. Remember, do not do this if you don't have to. Okay, the best way you could have done this was to splice in a whole nother connector. Okay, it don't have to be, well, I had to use, this is a 10 weight, guys. I thought it was 8. It's 10, so I will have to use a male and a female whole nother connector, only because you need to have a way to unplug from each other at this point right here, like in this connector right here. So now all I've done is eliminated a way to disconnect from here to here. I have no choice. And again, let me say this again. I cleared this up with the customer, okay? So I'm not going rogue on this. It's not that I'm doing something they're not aware of. I explained to them that's the only other option. She said, go for it. Okay, so I just got to connect this last. Oh my goodness, guys. I did this 1 freaking wire at a time. I did not want to lose position. And remember, yes, you almost I'm soldering in the wires together, and I'm heat shrink tubing. This is a crappy job, but it's sealed up pretty good, guys. Moisture, and I'm gonna pre-treat this to where water won't get in here. Okay, I don't know, some dielectric grease or something. I'm gonna make sure that's fine. But this one right here got away from Yeah, so let me join this wire here and this wire here, and that should wrap this up, guys. All right, stay tuned. We'll see.